For people who don't know who I am Jessica Nigri. I've been cosplaying for 10 years. 10 years, oh my gosh. I grew up being into anime and video games and everything, and I thought it'd be really cool if one day I would dress up and go to a con and enjoy my time, and I found out later that was called cosplay, and now my life is cosplay. Cosplay has given me so much. It's changed everything that I know about myself. It's given me a career, it's given me friends, it's given me, honestly, a future, because before that I really wanted to do like nursing or journalism, and cosplay kind of came in and was like, hey, you're a big nerd, why don't you just be a nerd for a living? And I was like, you can do that? That's cool. The most I miss about New Zealand is all my family. I have so much family in New Zealand and they are amazing. Having my New Zealand family come to the con and see what I do and actually get to kind of see what's going on is probably the best part. Make sure you go up to the Sky Tower. Make sure you go all the way down to Milford Track. Make sure you go to Queenstown. Make sure you just go everywhere. You just go everywhere and do everything. This country is just get your ass down here, man. Come on. Going back to New Zealand for the convention was probably the best thing to happen all year, because I finally got to reconnect with all my family. I got to show them what I do, and getting to hang out with New Zealand cosplayers was honestly the coolest shit ever. People in New Zealand work so hard on their costumes, and they're just good, wholesome, sweet beans, and I love them, and I'm so stoked to finally come back and just hang out with everybody. It's been really cool, and I can't wait to come back more. We already have like cosplay plans with some of the local cosplayers to do some stuff, so I'm excited. It's good shit. It's different because you get to come to New Zealand, and like I don't want to be like, oh, you get to go to a different country for a different con. It's like you actually get to come and experience New Zealanders and what New Zealand is all about when you come to Armageddon. So I really recommend it. For cosplayers and photographers, the locations that you can shoot at are just incredible. You will get some of the most unique looking photos that you could ever imagine to, like, ever hope to get or imagine. It'd be incredible. Honestly, my favorite part about New Zealand so far is traveling all over the country with my parents. My mom is a Kiwi, and then my dad is American, and they really just want to come back here together and travel all over and do the things they weren't able to do when we lived here. It's weird because I try not to think about it, because I think as soon as I start to think about the fact that I have a following, it starts to like kind of come in on you, and like you start to change the way that you are, and you start to really like hyper analyze everything that you're doing, and it starts to really mess with you. So I would say I try not to think about it too much, because otherwise I might let it go to my head, and I never want that to happen. So if I ever get weird, slap me and tell me, be like, it definitely makes you way more aware of what you do. It makes you try harder at being a human, but like being a good human. It makes you like want to be better, because you want them to also be better. Does that make sense? Maybe. The Sky Tower was terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Those guys that work on that tower are real MVPs. That's a terrifying job. Being able to hold on to yourself, but then lean forward and just let yourself go was impossible for me facing forward. I couldn't do it. I could do it backwards because I wasn't looking at anything and it was fine, but every part of my body, every inch of my being was like, no, don't stop. Just do not do this. But it was really incredible, and I really appreciate the Sky Tower for making that happen, and for Ben and his team for coming up and recording. It was very cool. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Also, Martin's incredible. He went out there and was just like flying around, and then he went bungee jumping 3 times. I think he bungee jumps just to feel. Oh, people should approach cosplayers like any other human because that's just how I usually do it. But I would also treat cosplayers with a little extra, just a little bit extra, because if they're in a large armor build or in something that's uncomfortable, they may be like, their mood might be altered, or they might be like having a really good time, they might not be having a good time. So if you just approach them with just some extra love and extra care, I think that'll go a really, really, really long way. Because they're there, they're dressed up, they're like walking pieces of art. So please treat them with the utmost respect and even just a little bit of extra respect, because they're there for you to look at and to enjoy and appreciate, and they worked really hard on their costumes. So please take care of them because they are our treasures. I love them. Also, YouTube is really good. Look up tutorials. Standout fan interaction. Wait!
Are we cutting?
No, you can leave it. This is a quilt that someone made for me, and they based it off of my second Instagram because I'm all into nature and stuff. And so they made this for me because it reminded them of me. And they wrote me a cute little thing on the back. And I really liked it. It was a lot of effort. I'm really out of breath. But they worked really hard on this, and I thought it was really cute. And she came up and she told me, oh man, it's emotional because she was so cute. She came up and she told me how much I had changed her life and everything, and I think that's a thing that I often forget, is you don't know how much you can affect someone until you actually meet them in person, and then they say this stuff and you're like, I had no idea. I was just dressing up in costumes online and posting them. I had no idea that this affected you that way. So this is probably one of them. Armageddon Expo is incredible, highly recommend, 10 out of 10, will do forever. It's an awesome convention. The people are incredible. The event is so well organized. It's very like, everyone who organizes everything at Armageddon Expo is so helpful. They're so kind. If you have any questions or any qualms or anything, they're there for you. It's a very well put together event. It very much feels like you're coming home to family every time you come to Armageddon, because everyone knows each other and they're like, what's up dude? How was your week, year, whatever? It's awesome. I highly recommend it. And I'm not biased, okay? I am biased.
How would you describe Armageddon in 3 words?
Bunch of good cunts.